In a world where the marks think they know better than the wrestlers and the bookers, the Fantasy Booking Institute exists to pretty much do exactly that. This is a visit from the FBI.
This is Dan the Dad, and you should listen to Raw and Order or you're grounded.
Listen to Dan the Dad, man. Listen to Dan the Dad. Welcome to another episode of the Wrestling Fantasy Booking Institute. The FBI is in session. I am your host, Detective Mark Smarks, and I'm joined, as usual, by my partners in crime fighting, starting off with District Attorney Vincent Kayfabe. What's going on, man? How are you?
You should listen to Raw and Order.
You do not want to be grounded.
No. So not only should you listen to Dan the Dad, who says to listen to Raw and Order, but you should listen to Raw and Order.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm putting on a tire, so not a tire, a tire.
Tire. You gotta change that, yo. We will be joined shortly by JLB, at least, supposedly. He claims. So yeah, this is our Wrestling Fantasy Booking Institute. If you are new to this particular show,
late again. That's my
day late again. I tell you what, this with the holiday, Halloween kicking both of our asses, and then you still fighting off the illness that I'm sure came down through your child.
Actually, it must have gone to my child for me. He's gonna miss school tomorrow.
Ooh, ouchies, yeah.
Yeah, he was working on a perfect attendance this year, and I think that's out.
Yeah. Well, I personally would rather my child be well than have perfect attendance.
Correct. I wholeheartedly agree with that. So
I think perfect attendance is a stupid way that an American culture has gamified education, and instead of focusing on actually learning and all of that stuff, we're like, oh, you have to have perfect attendance. So, hey, look, there is JLB. What's going on, man? How are you?
Perfect attendance this week. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, perfect attendance.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
But
I have my moments.
So the premise of Raw and Order is pretty simple. We're going to take turns challenging each other to book some unknown or unlikely scenario in the world of professional wrestling. We do not discuss them in advance because we think the answers are more fun that way. Today's episode might be a little different than normal because my challenge is relatively in-depth and might take a whole lot of time. So we might just end up doing just my challenge and saying, hey, that's enough. We're done.
In which case, that means the JLB and I will have to, at some point, come up with excessively non-extemporaneous challenges. Since that's how we live, is we usually just go, here's a challenge.
Yeah.
And I say stupid shit like rebook Jericho's introduction to WWE.
Still on that. It's been like 2 weeks now. He's still on it.
Yes. It's been a week, but we also
exactly 7 days today.
Yeah,
7 days.
So before we get into all that, though, I always take this moment to remind people that Raw and Order is part of the Tatnus Co. podcast network. So if you haven't already, go down to the doobly-doos and click the tatnusco.com link and check out the Tatnus Co. network. See all the other shows that are on there. And then, of course, you do that after the show. I mean, watch this show first.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Then go do that.
Wait, come back. Don't go there now.
In fact, even more than that, watch this show, click the like button on this show, right? And the subscribe button.
And the notifications button.
And the notification bell. Do all of those things, right? And then finish the show. And then go over to the link in the doobly-doos to tatnusco.com.
You might want to share it at some point.
And then
you might want to share it.
Share would also be good. And then in the doobly-doos, there's also links to our merch store where you can get like your Pissant podcast merch, like the shirt that he's wearing or the hat that I'm wearing, or you can get your Police Academy shirt
or yesterday
your lovely autograph shirt like we had back there to get your autographs on. All sorts of fun stuff in there.
Or
but first,
Guard hoodie.
Yeah, you're no.
That's at a no regard shop. But
No
yes,
regard.
you can also get that at some other shop. Yes.
No
as well.
regrets.
No regrets.
Oh, regrets.
It's kind of my credo. But anyways, yeah, so there's that. Now, before we get into the fantasy booking, I have something kind of topical for AEW tonight. I don't know if either of you got to watch all of AEW.
No.
AEW tonight
do tell.
started off
with CM Punk.
No.
Oh,
he was the second segment.
Oh, they changed it up. They changed it up.
It started off with a rematch from over a year and a half ago. Specifically,
all they ever do is rematches.
Specifically, it was a rematch between Kenny Omega and Alan Angels. A year and a half ago, a little bit over a year and a half ago, April 23rd of 2020. They had, I think it was on an episode of AEW Dark, a match with Alan Angels, at the time hadn't been joined to the Dark Order yet, versus Kenny Omega. And I don't know if you guys remember this match, but it got a lot of people angry, including Cornette, because Alan Angels kicked out after a couple of V-triggers and all of this stuff. And
I remember you bitching about it.
I didn't bitch about it. I supported it. And that's why
that's what you were doing. You were bitching that everyone else was bitching about it.
Bitching that everyone else was bitching about it. I responded to Ryan Satin and Dave Meltzer post. Dave Meltzer said something, and Ryan Satin responded negatively towards it, and I responded back. But I want to point out that a year and a half later, I feel that my post was even more vindicated, right? So Dave Meltzer says, you do realize that every single jobber Harley Race fought in every territory in the TV kicked out of multiple suplexes and usually a pile driver. World champion style in TV squashes was based on doing as many different finishers in a short period of time. And then Ryan Satin said, you really think that match helped Kenny Omega's star presence with casual fans or drawing power? I realize you got to stand your favorite wrestler, but to me, this hurts him in the long run. If he had signed with WWE and done this, I'm not sure you would have had the same opinion. I responded, the way I see it, Kenny Omega understands that stars of today have the responsibility to make the next generation look good, even in defeat. Was there ever a point in that match I legit thought Alan Angels was going to beat him? No. But afterwards, did I look him up? Yes. And I'll point out that he eventually was signed and joined the Dark Order and started having some really good matches. And while he's not main event material on the regular basis yet, he is definitely a name to remember, and he's definitely someone who's going to be a name in the future. So I with the match today as a rematch where Alan Angels came away looking really good, still Kenny Omega won. We expected that, but it still was a good match, and I think it showed that whether this match was always in the plans is something else we can talk about later, but obviously Kenny Omega a year and a half ago felt like, hey, Alan Angels is going to be a name we want to keep around. Let's make him look good. I'm still going to beat him. I'm still going to win, all of that stuff, but let's make him look good so that down the road people can remember this first appearance. So,
did Meltzer and Sap talk about it yet?
I haven't seen a post yet about it, but
that's because they're dumb and they're not as smart as Smarks.
Yeah, well, it's part of my name. It's actually double parts of my name.
Yeah.
So,
I did catch why wasn't Eddie Kingston there? That's for pure storyline, or Eddie Kingston's going through some shit too?
As far as I know, that's pure storyline.
Okay.
Most likely they just didn't book him specifically to be there because he wasn't going to be in an angle, and it was just easier just to not have him there. Or maybe he actually was there just backstage, but they knew not to use him. The
well,
John
because
Moxley...
CM Punk made the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was supposed to face Orange Cassidy, but Eddie Kingston didn't show up, something along those lines. And I was like,
No.
what does one have to do with the other?
Well, he said I was going to throw my hat into the ring to take Moxley's spot and
Right.
face Orange Cassidy. But because of the stuff that Eddie Kingston said, I instead want to challenge him and use my match this week on Rampage in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
So now we're going to get Eddie Kingston versus
Punk on Rampage.
CM Punk on Rampage this week,
Nice.
which should be a good match.
That was for you. That was no mosquito at all. That was just.
It felt like a weird way to swap a mosquito.
I thought
though.
you
It
were
was
giving
like-
me the Team America signal.
He's coming. He's coming.
Anyways, but we will go ahead and get on with the fantasy booking. Like I said, since mine's going to be long, we'll do mine and then we'll decide if we want to do another one
don't
from
wanna
one of
do
you
yours.
guys.
What
What are we
if
going
I
to do
wanna
it anyways?
this?
I'm not going to open it up. I'm going to break the rule and I'm just going to do it myself.
Oh, calm down, Vince McMahon.
So this is a game I call pick or pass. It's similar to what I'm thinking of replacing the AEW Ring of Honor Impact game. But I'm doing it way more in depth this time because I think I had an idea and I want this to be. So I am going to we're going to take turns. I'm going to give each of you 2 names. So I'll do Fave and then JLB and Fave, so on and so forth. And you choose which one of those you want to pick and which one you're passing on.
This is like
Right?
a draft, but you tell us who it is.
Yep. So I'm giving you 2 names. You're going to pick or pass. Right. There's a bit more to this, but for now, that's what you need to know. So to start
Like
off,
pick both or pass on both, or
Nope,
pick
pick
one,
one.
pass on the other.
pick one and you're passing on the other.
Okay.
So there's more rules to this. Is like playing I win with a 4-year-old.
There is more to come with this, but for the first part, all you need to know is pick or pass.
Okay, new
Right.
rules.
We'll say there's a twist coming. I just want you to know there's a twist coming, but it doesn't need to be said right now. Right. So starting off, DA Fave, your choices: Tony Storm or Hikaru Shida. Pick or pass.
Shida. Pick Shida.
Pick Shida. Okay.
That sucks. I don't like this game.
That's dangerous.
Okay. JLB. Pick or pass. Sasha Banks or Britt Baker.
I am picking
Your nose.
Sasha Banks.
That's
I hate this game.
Where's it at? Is that in Pittsburgh or is that anywhere?
I don't know. That's the thing. Because
We're
I'm
going
like,
to Pittsburgh.
oh.
Okay.
Sorry, Britt. I didn't mean that. I meant it, I guess, but I'm sorry.
You meant it. You just didn't like to admit that you meant it.
Yep. So any year now.
I'm getting to the next. Sorry, I have to.
I feel like
now.
Okay. DFA, Seth Rollins or John Moxley?
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's easy, bro.
No. What's my product?
You don't know. Your own personal federation right now.
Fuck me. I hate to say it, but Rollins.
Yeah. Good call. I know it sucks with the whole Moxley scenario going here, but I mean, you know,
I mean,
wrestler, he's got the mic skills.
am I covering everything? You know.
You're covering everything here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
JLB.
what the fuck I'm going with. I have to
That's right.
choose
Well,
the
okay.
generic.
So in I think it's it goes without saying that you're creating a roster, right? But you're Sophie's choicing these. You have to pick one and pass on the other.
You did a
That's
good
the
pick,
thing.
bud. Don't second
Right.
guess it. You did a good pick.
JLB, Edge or Jungle Boy?
Jungle Boy.
Yeah, it is old. You got an easier one than I did.
I don't know. I think it's Seth all day, every day. There's only a few I'd put before Seth.
You
Okay.
think of Seth all day, every day?
All day, every day.
You and
Always in my head.
Becky just
That laugh.
have conversations. Oh, Seth, I miss you so much.
Okay. DA Fabe, Roman Reigns or Lance Archer?
Thank God you didn't give me Roman or Brock. Holy crap. Roman
Well,
Reigns.
you will next time.
Roman Reigns is the pick, yeah. Yeah, no shit. Roman or Brock? Fuck. I think you still pick Roman. If you
I
have
still
Roman
think
or Brock.
you definitely still pick Roman, I feel.
So
Lance Archer has a long-term upside, but maybe. Is this a roster in 25 years, or is this a roster right now? You know?
You don't know.
you're gonna
And
find
even
out.
then, he'd still take Roman, I think. So,
JLB, Miz or MJF?
ooh, that's harsh. Because I am
MJF.
MJF, and I am awesome.
MJF.
Okay. DA Fabe, Johnny Gargano or Sammy Guevara?
Oh wow.
Ow!
That's a hard
You
one.
can just fuck the right off, okay? You can just right off the whole thing.
That was very newfie.
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah. That's hard though.
JLB now has the choice: Tommaso Ciampa or Eddie Kingston.
I don't envy you because Eddie Kingston has not been around long enough to.
No, that's it.
long
And
enough to
I think it's
know
also
that
like
he's
a
gonna
Moxley
be-
scenario because Champa at least has some wrestling ability. Not that Eddie Kingston doesn't. It's just
That Goldie gimmick.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh man, that's a tough call though. That was tougher than my Seth Rollins one.
Yeah, definitely tougher than your Seth Rollins one for sure. I don't know why that was even a question.
Oh, are you kidding me? Moxley's got draw power.
So does Seth.
Seth just makes more of a
Plus, you got to have like the king of drip
long-term
on your
storyline.
roster. You got to have the king of drip on your roster. He's a phenomenal wrestler. He can talk. He has draw power. He has likability. He has major heel. He's the jack of all trades, master of all. Seth Rollins all day, every day.
Yeah,
What's your next
That's why
one,
you think
Vincent?
about him all the time.
Yeah. I did. I slide in Becky's DMs all the time. Why are you with him? Why are you?
Yeah, you get out of here, girl. I
Get
want
outta
to be with
here.
Seth.
But I have a kid with him. I'm like, so. People break up. No, I'm just messing with you.
I need his drip.
I need his drip. I want his fashion designer stylist.
I'm just letting you guys go on and waiting for a break to
No,
give
let's
DA
go.
Fabe
Let's
his
go.
next choice.
We're waiting for you.
DA Fabe, Alexa Bliss or Abaddon?
Alexa Bliss.
That was easy. Give me one hardcore match with Brit. We're gonna pick freaking Abaddon. No, Abaddon is getting there. But
Abaddon's
no
great.
Alexa Bliss.
It's just over the top.
Yeah.
That gimmick is over the top.
JLB, Bianca Belair or Big Swole?
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, that was also fairly easy.
Yeah.
Okay, Fabe,
Even if you give me, go ahead.
Nia Jax or Nyla Rose?
Ooh. Gotta go with the tetanus partner. Nyla Rose. What?
I mean, even if Fatness wasn't even sponsoring us or whatever have
I
you,
don't know,
I
man.
feel like I'd still pick Nyla. You want your entire roster injured? That's what you're telling me right now?
That's one of the kickers. Like, that's why you go with Nyla. But
JLB's next choice: Charlotte Flair or Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill.
what?
I'm done with Charlotte. I can't stand her anymore.
Yeah,
I don't want her on my
It
roster.
is getting old.
It's getting old. I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Then again, I could have picked Brit and I would have had my Charlotte. Damn it. All right.
DA Fabe's turn: Bearcat Lee or Wardlow.
Bearcat Lee. Even with the name Bearcat Lee.
Yeah.
Even
I
with
would
bad
take it.
booking, Bearcat Lee over Wardlow.
Okay.
Even with the letter A. A is coming out to the ring. Give it to me.
JLB:
Have you seen him do
T-Bar
a Spanish Fly?
or Luchasaurus.
Do I need T-Bar as T-Bar or could I change him to Dominic Dijakovic?
I mean, he's the same guy, one way or another.
I
So,
feel like he's not doing the same moves, though. It's like a different moveset.
he's more or less same moveset. He's just booked to lose all the time right now.
Well, I was what? T-Bar or?
Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus.
Okay. DA Fabe: The New Day, which is the tag team version, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston specifically.
Okay, not the whole New Day.
Not the whole New Day.
New Day
Just
current tag team.
New Day tag team. Or the Young Bucks.
Well, if there's a roster involved, you got to think about merch sales. Shit, it works for both either way.
Yeah.
I'm probably making the wrong choice here, but I'm gonna go with New Day.
I feel like every answer is the wrong choice there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
JLB's one, it might not be that much easier. Street Profits or Private Party?
Street Profits. I feel like Street Profits have a little bit more pizzazz and have at least talking ability. Private Party, don't hear much of them. Can't really tell. So Street Profits.
Okay. DA Fabe: Bobby Lashley or Hangman Page?
Hangman Page.
He's like, damn it, I tried to make these hard.
No, I think he knew where that one was going with either of us. I like Lashley. I'm not saying that I don't like him.
Okay. JLB: Big E or Kenny Omega?
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, is that even a contest? Or...
Yeah, it's
In fairness, that one was mostly thrown together because they're both currently champions, right? And I'd already used the other champions earlier on, so
Fair.
Roman and everything. So I had to use Big E.
Roman and Lance Archer. Mine was easier on that one.
Mm-hmm. So
And yours was still easy.
okay. So now, give me 1 second here. There's a little bit that I have to do now.
bless the list that we've just made. Bless it.
No, that was what Devon did when he got the tables.
Yeah, exactly. Which is blessing the table.
Apparently.
Or targeting it.
Or saying, hey, thank you for your sacrifice table.
Exactly.
You have given your place to the universe.
The trees that have died to make this table have sacrificed in good faith to put Mae Young through this table.
Mae Young.
Fabulous Moolah? Was it Mae Young or Fabulous Moolah? One of them.
Did they
went
put
through
one of
the
those? Oh, did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was that whole thing where Bubba Ray was having a weird sexual draw satisfaction from putting women through tables. Like he would do it and then he'd sit there and look like he was jizzing his pants.
Mm. It's a good time.
I mean,
okay. Give me 1 second here because I've
have
got.
You ever put a woman through a table?
I have
Do
not.
You know that it's not erotic
with the judgment.
We're not judging. I was just saying that was the circumstances of that.
It's a valid point. He was not judging, although his tone sounded somewhat judgmental.
That weird thing where Bubba Ray was putting women.
Yep, very judgmental. Yep.
Yeah, that was judgmental.
I mean, I should call you Judge Judy Smarks.
Word.
Yeah.
People
Judge
called
Judy
you
Smarks.
weirdo all day long. You would be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I already get called weirdo a lot.
Aww.
Just fine.
Well, that explains
This
it.
is- I have to be honest right now. You'll see what's happening here in just a bit, but this is
pictures.
This is turning out in some ways far better than I ever thought it could.
Oh. It's a paint by numbers, and when you choose a particular wrestler, you get a color, and now he's making a painting.
And we'll put this painting on Spreadshirt, shop.spreadshirt.com. So that's right.
I am creating a work of art in some way.
The Fabe JLB nominations for roster. The creme de la roster.
It's interesting how this.
I don't know if I would call it a creme de la creme.
Well, I mean, out of the picks and
one
chooses.
tag team on each roster.
Yeah, no, it happens. You got to start somewhere.
Indeed, there was only the one tag team.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Woo.
We want the smoke.
We want the smoke. We want
We
the smoke.
want the smoke. Gotta have the smoke.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys in on the twist.
Okay.
So while I'm doing this, because I don't want to just have too much dead air while I'm doing it. But the twist was
we're
the
pretty
people,
entertaining.
The people you passed on end up on the other person's roster.
Yeah, I kind of saw that happen.
Yeah.
But the big twist is, in the end, you're actually putting together a pay-per-view with predetermined match styles.
Where did you get this fancy little app or this little get-together list?
Well, when he goes to work, because he's a detective,
it's a valid point.
He doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I mostly sit at a desk.
So while he's drawing his pictures, instead this time he was like, well, how can I fuck with my co-host? Back when he was a beat cop, he didn't have time for this shit.
Sure didn't.
Hey, sir, you passed the red light. Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah. We're going to demote you to parking meter duty.
Hey, sir, you went over your parking meter. Fuck you. Okay.
Or Aldi shopping cart return guy.
Hey, sir, you left your shopping cart in the middle of the aisle. Fuck you. Okay.
They don't say that at Aldi's. They like grab it and they're like, I got to get my quarter back.
Yeah, they do.
This is legit.
At Aldi's, man.
Gotta get my quote. Why, you give a quarter to get a cart?
The carts all have chains on them, and you have to insert a quarter to unlock the chain. And so when you're done using the cart, you have to return it to get your quarter back.
I mean, what if you just take the... I guess no one does that. Like, we have a bunch of carts downstairs.
Well, I mean, theoretically, you could.
You could just, I mean, you get a cart for a quarter. I'm pretty sure that cart is worth more than a quarter.
I suppose.
I mean, that's a pretty sweet deal.
Do you really have a use for a bunch of carts with quarters on it?
I mean, one cart. I mean, it depends if you live in a building.
I mean,
If you live in a
nothing
house,
says,
right?
"Hey, homeless people, get a quarter, and now you can have your own cart if you want."
That's valid. That's actually really good for the homeless people. Do a lot of homeless people do that?
I don't
In-
know. They probably
in
just go to
America,
Walmart and get the free ones.
Homeless people love them their carts.
That's valid.
But
I mean, yeah, I mean, for a quarter, you're getting a full-fledged cart. That shit could come in handy.
and you can say you own it because
You bought it for a quarter.
I paid a quarter for it. That's the required amount to get the quarter, to get the cart.
And how do you get your quarter back? Like, you have to bring it to like the cashier person. and they give
When you
Once
return
you
it,
put
you
the
hook the
chain-
chain back up. It releases the quarter.
Yeah.
Ah, that's fancy.
I cannot believe you don't know about all the quarter cart things.
Oh, la-di-da.
Boom.
Boom!
There is your pay-per-view.
That's called a spreadsheet, motherfuckers.
That's right. There is your pay-per-view. Now, based on your choices, each match had a predetermined number for which number it was going to be. And so some really interesting combinations came out of this. So now you guys have to decide back and forth who you think the winner should be in any of these matches, right? Starting off the pay-per-view. This is a big pay-per-view. It's got a lot of matches. So we've got
It's like a G1 3-night event or something.
yeah, or WrestleMania level 2-night sort of a thing. But we start off the pay-per-view with a women's singles match. Hikaru Shida versus Sasha Banks.
This is Sasha, right?
Right? I don't know.
I feel like this is Sasha.
Yeah, this is up to you. I will point out that Hikaru Shida has more successful defenses of a championship than Sasha. So, Hikaru Shida was champion for almost a year.
Does Sasha Banks have a title right now?
Nope.
No, neither does Hikaru
in
Shida.
this? Okay.
No.
I don't know, man. I feel like I give it to Shida. I know I picked Banks, but
Well, you picked Banks against
someone
Britt
else.
Baker.
Yeah.
Britt Baker.
I don't know. I feel like Shida's more on a roll. She's younger than Banks.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, Shida's really entertaining.
is really entertaining.
Yeah. That's what I said. She's really entertaining.
Yeah, sorry, Banks.
okay.
It's you have to lose because you have to go film the next season of Mandalorian.
He's going to change the color. It's going to be green for the winner.
I will point out that Sasha Banks has already announced that she is not going to be in the next season of Mandalorian.
You son of a bitch! Why you gotta ruin my dreams for?
So there's that. Next
Dirty
match.
dreams.
Do you want to know what happens at the end of The Sopranos? Because the director finally said what happened.
Yeah,
I
Tony
was
Soprano
spoiled.
died.
I don't know. I didn't read the article.
We all knew it.
Is that
You
what
were
happened? What they
You
said
were
in the
stupid
article?
if you didn't think he died. It faded to it suddenly went to black.
Did you read the article though?
Yes, I did read the article. But
Okay, so it actually says he died.
yeah, the creator said, I didn't think this was going to be such a debate, right?
Right.
Everyone's like, we wanted to see him die, and say he's a criminal, but you all thought he was the great guy and all this stuff. Why do you want to see him die? But he is a criminal. I always had this plan that at the end of the show he was going to get whacked.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing at the end of the show is they're eating at a diner. A guy gets up, walks behind him to go to the bathroom, right? And the camera focuses on this guy going to the bathroom, and then it focuses back on them and talking, and then it's in James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano's vision, right? As he's looking at his wife and his daughter and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, right as the music ends, it goes black.
Yeah.
To me, it's always been obvious that he got whacked, right? And it went to black because when you're dead, you don't
It's
see
just
or
a
hear
black-
anything.
Damn it. There goes that theory.
Anyways, next match, women's singles no DQ match. Britt Baker
Brit.
versus Toni Storm.
This is Brit.
Yeah, this would be Brit, especially with her no DQ scenarios. This is Brit.
Okay. Next match, men's trios, featuring the lovely team of Seth Rollins, The Miz, and Eddie Kingston versus Jungle Boy, Lance Archer, and Johnny Gargano.
Oh, that is kind of interesting, though.
I think that goes to Rollins, Miz, Eddie Kingston, unfortunately.
Damn. That's a fun match, though. Yeah, we're giving it to Seth, Miz, and Eddie. That would be a fire match. Like, if ever WWE and AEW came to terms, make it happen.
A men's singles match, Edge versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Champa. Edge is past his prime. Hey, way to make it a weird color.
I think it's just that I chose all three of them together. It went to that. No, there we go. Men's Fatal 4-Way. Roman and Sammy Guevara, MJF, and John Moxley. Now, it is a Fatal 4-Way, so only one winner.
I want it to be Sammy Guevara, but I think we can be honest about today. It's not Sammy Guevara or MJF, so it's Moxley or Roman. And I think you have to give Moxley that comeuppance in that particular match. I don't know what your thoughts are, but
yeah, I do feel the same way. Pillars are out of it. I guess you give it to Mox. Yeah, It makes sense. I could see it happening. But Mox and Roman would have a fire of a match.
I feel like we're going to dispute on this one. This next one.
Women's singles match, Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair.
You're going to say Bel-Air because of her hot streak. I'm going to say Alexa because of the overall.
Because of her hot streak? Didn't
that pink one in her hair.
And you're getting Alexa Bliss. You're not getting Fiend Bliss, right?
I mean,
I
think we're making our own pay-per-view. We got to pick who the fuck is coming out. I'm gonna have the overarching story of Alexa Bliss, which is Alexa bitch. I mean,
you know what? That's fair though. I'll give it to you because if she comes back on this pay-per-view after that whole Fiend thing, I could see her winning.
Okay.
Right now, in real life, she's struggling to keep weight on, and that's unfortunate for her.
Really? Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Women's trios match.
Like she has like a disorder kind of thing, or
yeah,
she battled.
Her current calorie count is at like 2,500 calories a day, and she can't keep the weight on.
Yeah, she battled.
Oh, it's true. Like anorexia, I think.
Anorexia and bulimia. I think it was mostly bulimia.
And now she's battling trolls who are saying that it's anorexia and bulimia that's causing this, and she has a very, very rigid diet that forces her to get like minimum 2,500 calories a day. It's a lot of calories for as small as she is.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on, women's trios match featuring the team of Big Swole, Nyla Rose, and Charlotte versus Abaddon, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill.
Is there even a question mark here?
Yeah, I feel like Big Swole, Nyla Rose, and Charlotte. No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I hate saying that because you kind of got fucked with your Jade Cargill position.
Yeah, Jade Cargill got like the bad team there.
Yeah.
No offense to Abaddon, all offense to Nia Jax.
Men's ladder match. Bearcat Lee, T-Bar, Wardlow, and Luchasaurus.
God, I really want I want Luchasaurus to win this just because what a cool over-the-top moment for him. However, I think it's really hard to pretend anybody but T-Bar or Bearcat Lee wins this. But I want it to be Luchasaurus. I'm okay with it, whatever, man. Just as long as you don't say Wardlow.
No, but I don't even want to say T-Bar. I can't get Retribution Dominic Dijakovic out of my head. So that's the problem. So I do agree with that statement. However, I just feel like it has to be Bearcat Lee.
I feel like he's the top performer out of this group. Like I said, how fun would it be to see
Little
Luchasaurus?
swirl. You know what? We're doing it, Lucha.
Oh, he's changing it up on us.
We're doing it. Let's make Lucha make it happen.
Okay. Tag match: New Day versus Private Party.
There's not a question here. This is New Day.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me? For fucking real? Like you're gonna win with the Young Bucks. Like the better two tags were the New Day and the Young Bucks, and I had to pick those. And
fine. Probably feel like Private Party is more entertaining. We'll go with the New Day.
Then the New Day?
Yeah. Have you
forgotten
forgotten how Private Party was? Before he joined freaking Matt Hardy and the HFO? It's New Day. It's New Day.
Another tag match: Street Profits versus Young Bucks.
This is Young Bucks.
Yeah. If it was Street Profits, if it was Young Bucks versus Private Party, I might have a bit of an issue. But in this scenario, it's Young Bucks.
Oh, these are title matches. You got fucked. Title number 2.
Men's title number 1: Biggie versus defending against Hangman Page.
Only because I know you lose the next one. I'll let you get a big in here, but
I'd say Hangman.
I was to say, man, I really feel like Hangman's the winner on this one.
And
who did you pick over Hangman? No, I picked Hangman over Lashley.
You had the choice, Hangman or Lashley. And the final one: Omega versus Lashley.
And who did you pick over Omega?
Does it matter? Omega wins every time.
Yeah, but you didn't pick Omega.
Oh. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't pick Omega? Yeah, 18 was Omega.
Over Big E?
Did I put that?
I think you got those backwards.
I must have got those backwards. We'll fix it.
Which changes things a little bit on that other stuff because it would be Hangman versus Omega.
Woo!
And
which is sure what we're going to see at Full Gear. Everything comes full circle.
Or maybe you put him in the right spot. You just...
No.
Oh, I thought you had I thought you created.
I thought you were just swapping. Yeah, I thought had like a little. You knew to swap, just to swap them over.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he created a conditional formatting.
No, that's why it took so long. I had to.
Just type it.
And for those of you who want to learn how to use Excel, there's always Udemy. That's UDE. Is it UDE? Yes, UDEMY.com. Flash sale.
Still not sponsored.
It's still not sponsored.
So we're gonna go back. If I was wrong before, then it does change this. So Hangman Page versus Omega. Do we still go with Hangman Page?
I say Hangman.
Really?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking Full Gear. It's gonna happen. They're making him the bigger star, and I don't know. Omega needs a break.
The only reason Hangman gets this is because Omega's ready says he's ready. This is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
I suppose.
Okay. So final men's title match: Biggie versus Lashley.
Now this doesn't come down to who I root for. This comes down to who the better athlete is. I root for Big E this entire match.
You're saying Lashley's a better athlete than Big E?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's more entertaining to watch. I mean, Lashley's just yeah. Stud. Stud and muffin all in one.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess Lashley.
Okay. There we go. So in the grand scheme of things, DA Fabe takes the victory. More of his choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 5.
But
that
we didn't have a fucking clue how it was getting set up for you.
Well, I mean,
sure didn't.
yeah.
That's part of why I thought it would be fun to set up the pay-per-view without you knowing what was coming on the pay-per-view.
No, that's
And-
valid. And how you would set up the wins and whatever. Because then if we knew, then we'd be like, well, I want my guy to win.
Yeah.
Well, and I like the idea there being some randomness. Like Edge versus Champa. I would never have expected either of you to book that match, but I think that would be a very fun match.
Yeah.
Putting
Well, I mean,
Roman,
the
Sammy
trio's
Guevara,
right
MJF,
above
and
it.
John Moxley in a match all at once. Never in a million years would I have thought you guys would have booked that match. But
So you're saying the AI is more creative than we are?
I mean, I think the swing match is the Alexa Bianca Bel-Air match, and then the Hangman and Omega match. Those are both swing matches.
Yeah. There was no AI in this. This was simply me
Pre-number
programming it out to try to make sure. The big thing is I didn't want it to end up any one of them. I didn't want to end up being pick versus pass. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't want any to be Hikaru Shida versus Tony Storm or Alexa versus Abaddon. So I specifically on those swapped. You know, that's why you
have Charlotte versus Jade Cargill.
Well, they ended up in the same one there, but it was like Alexa, and then I chose, Fabe 9 versus JLB 10. And so the only one that ended up being those together was 12. But in the end, I didn't have much of a choice there.
The men's ladder did the same thing. That was literally all the same people.
Not true. Yeah, but no. Originally, I was going to do a tag team, all 4 of them into one tag team match, but then I decided to do 2 separate tag team matches. So, anyways, but that was my one. It didn't take quite as long as I expected it to. So, so we do have room for you guys to make up some shit for a bit.
Well, ooh, stealing on that big boy. We know what you don't wear under that mic, under that.
Cause I'm free, free balling.
You got a challenge there, guy?
Well, since I can't do my Jericho one, I would like you guys.
I have one if you want.
Yeah, but I don't want mine to go last if it sucks.
Don't want it to go last when it sucks.
Whoa!
I mean, it's also pretty
People
valid.
suck, and you were just a mean person.
So
Yes,
you're Tony
yes, I was.
Khan. You are Tony Khan.
Woo! I'm a billionaire. Yeah.
And you have to build a woman's faction. name group members, and I guess give a little synopsis of who they are, why they, why they're together. A little creative storyline of why they became a faction.
The dental group, it'll be Jamie Hayter, Rebel.
Well, no, you
Britt
have
Baker
to.
will be their leader. Yes. God dang it. Ugh.
Yeah, a non-existing faction currently in AEW. Yes,
Okay.
that's the little kicker.
Okay. So this will be the female Dark Order. It'll have Anna Jay. Damn it, you don't get the joke. What do you got there, Smarks? What are you thinking?
Okay, to make it easier, if you want, you're erasing all factions that are currently a faction, and you are creating your own, but don't recreate one that's already been done. And I'm looking at you, Fabe.
So let's see here. What do I want? I'm going to work backwards, and I'm going to...
Or one does female, one does male.
No.
Yeah, you don't need to just keep modifying it. Just let us think for a bit.
I mean,
and
I don't
figure it out.
know. To be fair, there's a lot of females.
Do you want to do this together? Let's just pick 4 wrestlers to put in the 4 horsewomen of AEW. You want to create a faction that way?
That'd be cool because you guys can talk it out. Yeah.
I guess we can do that.
Okay.
I
feel like Thunder Rose is the leader in this faction.
So here's the deal, right?
The Arn Anderson of this faction.
I propose a slight change to this.
Okay.
We're doing 4 horsemen, but we also need to have a spokesperson, right? Just like
the fifth person that's their
the fifth person who's there. Yeah, who's not one of the horsemen, but because the 4 horsemen often had someone as their spokesperson.
It was usually Arn and Rick, but I'm okay with that.
Well, no, but they often had there were times when Tully was not actively wrestling, but he was out there as the spokesperson.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So on and so forth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say there's gonna be a 5th member, but she is there for.
Are you thinking like Leva Bates for that? Because I think she's a good Harvey Whippleman.
I'm not thinking her though. To be perfectly honest, we need someone who's really good on the mic, and that's where it's tough because Leva Bates is okay, but to be perfectly honest, she's not the best on the mic. And that's why I am thinking in terms of mic skills, this is where we put a Ruby Soho.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't have her completely in my head as the roster yet. That's part of that problem.
Yeah. So that's my nomination for that spot. And I'll give you Thunder Rosa as the
Arn Anderson-esque person.
Yeah. I feel like because we're talking 4 horsemen sort of a thing, they really need to be heelish. And that's part of why I nominated Ruby, is Ruby has shown that she can be heel.
Sure. Oh, I mean, my Tully was Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
I was there for
Jade Cargill was definitely going to be one of my choices.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Thunder Rosa can play heel as well as face. So I think Thunder Rosa definitely gets in there as well. So that
she hasn't been heel in AEW.
Who is the limousine riding, jet flying?
It's a little tougher.
I will admit that I don't see Allie as a heel, even as her playing the
Even
bunny.
as the bunny, no.
It just doesn't work for me.
Frankly,
where most people would go.
Yeah. For limousine riding,
I feel
jet
like
flying,
Penelope Ford is the head.
She could be it. I was gonna go with Big Swole.
Swole?
Mm-hmm. Swole has the attitude that
She does.
But you could do. I mean, Penelope Ford fits it as well.
Swole works if you make her the Arn Anderson of the group.
Okay.
Which in turn may mean that you pull off. You might have to pull off Thunder Rosa. I think if Swole is Arn Anderson, Serena Deeb could pull off limousine riding, jet flying. She's a bitch.
She is a bitch. I just don't see her in that role.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, I would see her even more in the Arn role than that role.
Okay, so she could be the Arn who talks along with.
Yeah, because her whole thing is.
So give me Swole as Oli.
Okay.
And that makes Jade Cargill Tully. Oli and Tully, and then Serena Deeb as Arn, and Penelope Ford as Flair. What do you think?
I could do that
with Ruby Soho out there, or you can just have Ruby Soho be Flair, and we can drop off that spokesperson. But I feel like Penelope Ford is manipulative. Like she plays that manipulative role.
Mm-hmm. I can get behind that. Inversely, though, we do have to, now that we've got a 4 horsewomen group, we need to come up with a coalition to save AEW.
Okay. So obviously the face of this, the one we all go, oh, yay, go girl. I feel like Red Velvet and Layla Hirsch are both those people that you're like, yeah. Rio plays that role well,
yeah.
But
Layla Hirsch, the thing with Layla Hirsch is she plays the underdog so well.
Yeah, which I think plays well in something like this.
And so I think the frankly right now the
leader of this group is obviously Chris Statlander.
That could be there. I'm thinking Ty Conti.
Okay.
She's the one that right now has the most face pop in the entire women's division right now.
Sure.
So we've got Tay Conti, Layla Hirsch, Chris Statlander,
Red Velvet.
Do we put Anna Jay in there, or do we put like Hikaru Shida?
I think Shida.
That's what I think. Anna Jay gets kind of short.
Rio would probably want to join this, but Shida gives you some oomph there, and Ty and Statlander give you. Well, Statlander doesn't really talk because she's an alien, but
she does, however, boop noses.
Boop. Boop. I think that works. I think the other piece that of that puzzle is that it opens up for, Brit's group is just like, hey, listen, we don't want to be a part of this, and Nyla Rose to come out and on occasion just be like, I'm going to destroy all of you, type stuff.
Yep.
So
I would see that happening. Yeah.
Thunder Rosa could kind of be the sting of this whole thing. Where's she lie? We don't know. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we've used almost the entire roster.
There's still a fair amount. Yeah. In the end, we didn't use Britt Baker on either side. But
Yeah,
Britt Baker is a heel, so but she's not. You could argue, you could put her in the Flair role.
Yeah, you kind of could.
It would fit,
Or like the
but-
mouthpiece, at least, like the.
but I
fifth wheel.
kind of like the idea of Britt Baker being the standalone heel. You know what I mean? I'm not part of that group.
I'm not in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's
Thing.
better.
Yeah.
But
I got my goal. That's what I got. I got my goal.
mm-hmm.
And I do feel like if you're gonna put Brick in a faction, she
Brick?
would have to be the
Brick.
leader. Brick
Baker.
Brick piano. Boom. Done.
Not done. You're gonna have a few more in a few moments.
Nope. I think I got them all.
All
Like the
of
mice.
they're like Pokemon. Just you caught them all.
Gotta kill them all. Gotta kill them all.
Okay.
All right. So
I mean, here's the deal. In the end, you say we used up the whole roster, but in reality, we didn't touch Emi Sakura. We didn't touch Jamie Hayter, Kiera
we
Hogan,
don't want to
That's
watch.
Leva Bates. We talked about her, but we didn't use her. Nyla Rose, Rebel, Riho, Yuka Sakazaki. So there are still some women that weren't included, but there were still some women who weren't included in the Four Horsemen or the immediate attackers of the Four Horsemen. So
Yeah.
defenders, whatever. So
That was fun.
So-
that was a fun
so
Yes.
who were
short
the
challenge.
who were the four horsewomen again?
5 horsewomen are
5 horsemen. Well, 4 horsewomen and a
spokeswoman.
spokeswoman. Well, I'm trying to a disciple.
Disciple.
Right.
So,
Ruby Soho is the disciple.
mhm.
Penelope Ford is Flair.
Mm.
Jade Cargill.
Serena Deeb is Arn. Jade Cargill and Big Swole are Tully and Oli.
Tully and Oli.
Oh. Totally
How did they never go by Tully and Oli? Because Arn and Oli were
Because
always in the tag team.
They weren't as cheesy as we are now, apparently. Totally Oli.
Tully and Oli. All right. So my challenge was so a little while back, I did one with some music. I'm not doing it again because Fabe's going to shut me off if I do, or Sparks is going to shut me off if I do.
Yeah, not
Or
going to do it
Fade
again
will.
because I'm going to shut myself off if I do it again. Wait.
But I'm going to do something a little similar because, oh yeah, brother, the most iconic of all endorsements of all time. It's Macho Man Randy Savage doing Snap into a Slim Jim. I think we can all agree with that. It's a great
That's a fair
endorsement.
statement.
Mhm.
So I'm going
Fun
to
fact
start
about
just-
that, I don't know if you listened to that episode of 83 Weeks. You know, it's like 2 years ago when they covered it. But Eric Bischoff said that sponsorship, of course, came over with Macho Man when he came from WWE too.
Well, it actually floated with WWE for a very short while. And
The
they
thing
had
is,
other wrestlers do it, and then when the contract ran out, Slim Jim followed Macho Man.
yeah, no, there may have been a little bit of it. This contract was specifically with Macho Man, but the thing, and so there may have been some things, but the contract was, and Eric Bischoff specifically said that contract paid WCW more than their contract with Macho Man cost them. So by
Damn.
signing Macho Man with that contract,
You essentially
with
made
that
profit.
sponsorship, they made money. It was a profit for them. They effectively got one of the best, arguably best, but inarguably one of the most charismatic wrestlers in all of wrestling for effectively free.
Yay.
So then,
In fact-
wouldn't that money have gone to Macho Man anyways if the contract was solely with him?
So the thing is, the contract was Macho Man was the contract bearer, but there were residuals that went to the network that aired it, right?
Okay.
because
So
it was a
WWE
thing.
kind of got the same ordeal too then.
Yeah,
Technically.
WWE was making money off of it when it was with them, but it was one of those things where it was just like WCW's like, this is a no-brainer. We
Right.
get Macho Man and we get Slim Jim. Let's do it.
And we get paid.
So we're gonna do product placement.
Okay.
I'm gonna list off a total of 10 products. 10 products. 10 products.
10. Ty Dillinger 10.
Five for each of you. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. You're gonna pick a product to go, or a wrestler to go with the product.
Okay.
The products may be real or imaginary because I think it's more fun that way. And so you're just going to pick certain product or certain wrestlers to endorse said products. We are going to start off with Detective Mark Smarks, since you're still on screen. Hey, are you in a place where you can come up on screen there, JLB?
I was about to have another smoke, but I don't have to.
I think your reaction is going to be important to some of these.
That's fair. Give me a sec.
It's up to you. So anyway, Smarks, we're going to start off with you. Ready?
I am
Mr.
ready.
Clean. Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean.
Ooh, that's a good choice. You can use any wrestler of any time. So if you want to go with Mr.
Clean.
I seriously thought about it, but there's part of my brain that's
Couldn't have
like,
been that seriously. We just started doing this. I seriously thought about it for the whole minute and a half.
It was less
well, no, as I was saying it, I was like, that's why I said it that way. But in reality, Mr. Clean's so tied to the bald head look. That's the whole gimmick thing. So I'm thinking God, I think I want to hold him for later, but he's the one that fits it the best.
Who are you thinking? I'll at least come in with my reaction.
We're gonna go with Johnny Hungy himself, John Silver.
John Silver. I kind of like it.
Okay, that wasn't that bad. All right.
Now,
I
like
was
I said,
thinking. I was thinking more Lashley or Cesaro.
They would be good. I wanted to hold off on John Silver towards something that was food related because Johnny Hungy. But
Henry for sure or something.
Yeah, but
but
this was a good spot to use them too.
Nice.
All right. So, JLB, yours, because of your level of entertainment for my mosquito chasing to get them all done. Hold on 1 second, guys. You guys can chit chat for a second.
Wonder what he's gonna choose.
It's going to be mosquito related.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a kid. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Off.
Yeah. So I was thinking. So I was gonna say John Moxley because he's just so crazy for.
Okay. Okay.
But then I was like, but he doesn't. This guy can just kill it with his like pinky or something. You know what I mean? Like he's strong, so it'd be kind of weird. You kind of need. I feel like this would be a New Day thing. I feel like for off. Yeah. Like I feel like they could make that like a fun.
I feel like if it had been Smarks, it would have been Man's Man William Regal.
That would have been a good choice. I got to be honest. I was seriously also thinking of Moxley for Mr. Clean.
Oh,
because I was thinking, You have him do a death match and leave blood all over the place, and then Mr. Clean, coming out to clean up the blood. But
that would work.
All right, you ready, Smarks?
I am ready.
Okay. Make believe product. Alan Schwetty's Sweaty Balls.
Sweaty ball. Damn it! I already used John Silver.
Oh.
Fuck. Sweaty balls.
Your sweaty balls are very
Sweaty
salty.
balls.
They're delicious. I like putting multiple of your sweaty balls in my mouth.
Sweaty balls. Sweaty balls. Sweaty balls. Jake Hager.
With just a soft spoken Jake Hager like sweaty balls. They're delicious. Yes. I'd say Eddie Kingston after that match with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can do the soft voice. All right, you ready? Joby?
Mm-hmm.
Also an imaginary ball product. Chef's chocolate salty balls.
Hey, everybody, ever seen my balls? They're big and salty and
brown. I feel like that's got to go with Big E.
Separate from the New Day. He's just sticking with the same group. All right, that's cool. No,
I mean, I don't know, but I feel like who better than Big E to do it?
Who better than Canyon?
Big E's better than Canyon. That's a better fit.
Nobody
on this particular
Canyon. Okay.
All right. Smarks, it's your turn again. Time for the Brita water filtration system.
Britt Baker.
Brit
Wow. There was no Brita.
Yep. That's literally my thought process. Brit.
I can imagine her in a dental place.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, guys, my clients need clean water, and I need clean water to get rid of all of my clients' filth. But I don't just use any clean water. I use Brit filter.
Well, since he already chose the dentist for something, 9 out of 10 dentists suggest Colgate, and I think you should choose who you're going to have as the wrestler that suggests Colgate.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, I feel like DDP would have been the one back in the day when he did the whole smiling thing. I like me. You like me. You also like Colgate.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but I'm saying you missed the layup as Adam Colgate, baby.
That would have been good too.
Missed the layup there.
Boom.
Laid it out in front of you and you just missed it.
That's what I do.
Boom. Colgate right there.
Colgate. Adam Colgate. Oh my God, you got to tweet that to Adam
Colgate, baby.
He would even get his own line of toothpaste.
I'd buy it.
All right. Since we know that the New Day is taken, and Smarks likes cereal in particular, he's a big fan of shredded wheat.
Hate fucking shredded wheat. Fuck you.
I was saying, I'm like, shredded wheat, really?
No, he hates shredded wheat. He doesn't mind frosted mini wheats. But...
Yeah, of course, he's a fat ass. Of course, he likes the frosted.
Wow.
I mean,
hey, we're all fat asses here. It's not a problem.
To use a TikTok sound, listen, it's a good joke. It's a great joke, even. But I'm going to need you to stop. Shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat.
Who do I fucking hate? fucking hate. Okay, so I could go two ways. I could put it on someone I hate, or I could put it on Bobby Lashley because he's shredded.
Okay.
I could be like shredded like Bobby Lashley, shredded wheat.
Bobby Lashley eats his shredded wheat every single day. He does have an unusually high-pitched voice for such a large man.
People ask me about Holyfield's ear. What can I say? Tastes like chicken.
My back is broken.
I felt like that was more Tyson. That was more.
I
Tyson.
totally went into Tyson.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm like, Bobby Lashley doesn't.
You
sound
mean like a vertebrae is cracked or something?
Yeah, it's spinal.
Yeah, no, spinal.
It's spinal.
One of the greatest interviews ever. You gotta go watch it. Mike Tyson, my back is broken.
I've definitely.
That is public domain. We could play that on here if we wanted to.
Spinal.
Spinal.
I'm gonna eat your baby.
Anyway,
he's such a calm guy now, though.
So is it Bobby Lashley you're going with? Bobby
Mm-hmm.
Lashley. Okay. For you, JLB, I've been wanting to do this one since the very start. This is going to be an exciting one. I thought Smarks would get it, and I thought it would go to a drip, which means maybe I just gave you a really good answer, but maybe
yeah,
not.
or maybe I'm not going to do it.
Velveeta shells and cheese.
What?
Velveeta shells and cheese.
Cheese. What kind of cheese though?
I don't know if we have Velveeta shells and cheese
Velveeta.
up there.
Okay. We might. I don't know. I just don't go shopping for cheese.
It's an American
It's mac and cheese.
of mac and cheese. See,
Oh, no,
up
then
there
we
they
don't.
just use Kraft Dinner.
To be fair, we have other ones, but yeah, Kraft Dinner's like, the box one to go to.
Okay, fine. You get Kraft Dinner.
But Velveeta's shells and cheese is the cheesiest. It is liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
That's literally their catchphrase for it. Liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
That's why I thought of Seth Rollins, but it doesn't work. So now
My
we
bad.
gotta go. Now we gotta go with Kraft Dinner. You're
Kraft
right.
Dinner.
Kraft Dinner.
Damn. For some reason, like Kraft Dinner is also so general. I don't even think they have a slogan. Does Kraft Dinner have a slogan?
In America, they call it the cheesiest.
We must. Hold on. Kraft. Canada. They just have it make it Kraft. Okay. So I will go with simply a man who is an art of his craft. The Miz.
I could see the Miz doing this. I really could.
Yep.
That's Velveeta shells and cheese. Hashtag still not sponsored. Hashtag amazing.
Hashtag.
And we will take sponsorship for this.
Please
Kraft
sponsor
Velveeta shells and cheese.
Velveeta shells and cheese. It is a good source of calcium. It says so right there, and there's no reason for us to not believe that in any shape or form.
Yes. Excellent. In fact, the calcium offsets all the negative effects of everything else today.
And it's just, and this is obviously, it's not like really lazy style though. You still have to boil it, but everything else is packed.
It's super lazy style.
Yeah, I mean,
microwave.
You boil it.
You still boil it, yeah. But literally, you know how in Kraft Dinner,
you have the powder.
You have the powder, and then you put milk and butter in, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't
this
do
is
that
a
with
pouch
this.
of cheese.
You have a pouch of cheese.
And that's it. You don't even put the milk
And so
or the
once
butter.
you
Just 'cause
boil and
it's a lot of
drain, you
shit.
just you squeeze out out the cheese packet in
Right.
there, and then you mix it together.
God, it's making me hungry.
It's making me have a heart attack. Jesus.
And then it's done. That's it.
I love
Now-
that you kept the sound effects going through us talking.
Oh, jeez.
And that's it. It's done. Now here's the. Do you even have Velveeta cheese up there?
I think we do. That I think we do. I just don't think we have that specific.
I feel like I need to send some of this to you.
Because Velveeta cheese, I'm telling you, it is. It comes in a loaf. They literally call it a loaf.
It's government cheese that melts better.
It is a loaf of shelf-stable cheese, and I say shelf.
Yeah, see,
stable,
our Velveeta, if you will, but it's like all by Kraft.
Yeah.
So they have like Velveeta cheese.
Yeah, Kraft owns it
Kraft
here
owns
too.
it.
So they compete with themselves, right? You can either buy Velveeta shells and
okay.
cheese, or you can buy Kraft shells or Kraft. They call it Kraft
Velveeta,
mac
whatever.
and cheese here because we don't call it Kraft dinner. But that is the block of Velveeta cheese. Now I point out that it's shelf stable, meaning it literally does not have to be refrigerated before opening.
That's disgusting.
It is.
No, it's
I-
not.
I'm not saying it's disgusting, but it's also. I mean, here's the important thing. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in on this just to help us out here a bit.
What would you call that? You would just call that a Velveeta cheese, like bar
That's
kind
a
of thing?
block of cheese.
Block of cheese, yeah.
Block of cheese.
Zoom in on this picture as best I can because it's important for you to know. Here we go. Oh wait, no, I zoomed in a little bit too far.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
There we go. The important thing there, it's kind of hard to read because of the thing, but pasteurized cheese product.
pasteurized recipe. We don't actually have to pasteurize it. We just have a recipe
Yeah.
that
Pasteurized recipe cheese product. That's important there. From a legal standpoint, they can't actually call it cheese.
Right.
Mostly because it's not.
Yeah. So what does it
Liquid
taste like
gold.
then? Besides liquid gold?
Liquid gold. That's what it
Yeah.
tastes like.
It's a cheesy product.
The shells and cheese are fantastic. That stuff, the stuff that's on the screen, if you just ate that by itself, tastes like fucking plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not very good by itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna not eat for a week and make a trip on down to freaking try out this. I feel like we might. It's just Quebec is really high on their standards of stuff that they bring here. So they have like a whole other system compared to the rest of the Canada.
In case you
They
haven't
might have it in
heard,
Toronto.
America is not very
No.
particular.
We have
about the
something
product
called
we-
Little Debbie's here,
Yes.
which are snack cake rolls. Which
Yeah,
are
you guys have too
literally
much
made of
garbage.
animal fat and sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Twinkies that literally could survive the apocalypse.
Yeah. Would be the food that cockroaches would eat if the apocalypse occurred.
Yeah, we had
Anyway.
we had some form of Twinkies here. It was delish, but after like one or two, I was like, okay, I can't anymore. This is a heart attack waiting to happen.
Pansy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wuss.
Just toughen up a little bit about this.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Last one for each of you.
Grow some balls. Anyway.
I'm going to go with products that I know each of you use. So for you, Smarks, New Coke Zero.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone currently going on a run right now of not winning any matches.
Jesus.
Zero sugar, just like the
Has-
number of wins I have. You know, I guess
Hashtag now you know why we're not sponsored.
I'm just saying Kurt Hawkins, when he was in his run of no wins, but there's no one currently, like even Fuego's got a win. Like can't use Fuego. Okay, so let's pivot on this. 0. Bobby Lashley. No, I already used Bobby Lashley for shredded.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He would never drink Coke Zero.
Sure, it's how you get 0% body fat.
Jeez.
How do you get shredded? Shredded wheat and Coke Zero. Not in the same bowl. I don't know. Might make the shredded wheat taste better. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it. Maybe it's the only way to eat shredded wheat.
Wow.
That's harsh.
You got an all-time thing here, so
Yeah,
go back.
Just trying to think.
Well, what's mine? Tell me mine while he thinks.
Yours is the Metro. You thought I was going coronavirus or Corona.
Corona. I thought you were going with hoodies. I thought you were going with the Corona beer.
No, it's the Metro.
The Metro.
Montreal Metro.
Now, okay, the Montreal. Now you're talking about the Subway because we also have a grocery store called Metro.
No.
No.
The
Subway.
We're talking about the public transportation.
Because here, yeah, it's.
Metro.
I'm surprised you said Metro though. You guys call it Subway though, right?
Well, it depends on where you're at.
Depends on where you're at and what you're using.
In
So
Chicago, you call it the L.
Yeah, in America, we typically use subway to refer to underground
Trains.
public transportation, underground
Okay.
trains, whereas above ground trains, trolleys, and streetcars and whatever, we'll call lots of things. Like here in Omaha, we actually do our public transportation is called the Metro.
Oh, okay.
Metro. Omaha Metro. Although they did just add the new one, and I'm trying to remember what it's called.
In New York, it's called the Subway.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles, it's called the Subway. In Chicago, it's called the L. In Seattle,
Vancouver,
it's
it's the
tram, I
Sky
think.
Train.
Yeah, it's the tram in Seattle. So
Vancouver has a Sky Train because it's above. It's in the sky.
yeah, lots of stuff like that. Still waiting on Coke Zero.
And like I said, in San Francisco, they've got the trolleys because they're
Trolleys.
above ground. They're trolleys, right?
They're still like on the tracks.
Streetcars,
right?
they'll call them. Yeah.
Oh, that's streetcars. Okay.
Yep. In New Orleans, they did have the buses. I think it's called them the New Orleans bus. But they also had a streetcar.
Wow.
That was but it was a single streetcar, but it went through a certain neighborhood. Anyways, 0 Coke, 0 sugar. Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me and
I
acknowledge.
really thought you were going to go with Jonathan Gresham there.
I feel like it would be more of a. I feel like Roman is more of a Pepsi guy. I don't know.
Roman's gonna take whatever gets offered to him.
Yeah.
If Coke Zero comes up and says, "Listen, we need you to acknowledge Coke Zero, just like we acknowledge you."
Acknowledge the new flavors.
And that's the deal. He could be like, "Acknowledge me as your tribal leader. Acknowledge Coke Zero as being the best tasting zero sugar cola."
Nick Gage.
You're doing Nick Gage for yours? I really thought it'd be Kevin Owens with you. I really did.
Oh, Kevin Owens. Yeah, Kevin Owens could work too, technically.
Nick Gage.
I just feel like you need a more like dirty looking guy. And I feel like Nick Gage is not to say that all people in the Metro are dirty, but it would work.
So the Metro, since Smarks was kind enough to cut
All people
Roman's
with
ad
cars.
for us,
Mhm.
will you cut Nick Gage's ad for us?
Okay. It's not where you go. It's how. Wait. It's not where you go. It's how you get there, motherfucker.
Take the Metro.
Take the Metro.
But
STM.
you got to come up with something for DK because it's MDK all day.
Yeah, that's it.
Metro.
No, it's because it's called here the STM. STM Metro. But at the end of the day, MD. I don't know. You're gonna have to kind of figure something out because it's.
That's what I think. MDK all day, but in this case, it's Metro.
STM. It's called STM.
I'm saying he rewords it because MDK is his slogan. So I'm trying to help you out here, man.
My bad. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you guys that we really missed a chance to do a sponsorship for Zithromax.
You going with Dan the Dad here?
Nope, Zithromax is an antibiotic, and that's exactly why you need to have Seth Rollins drip. I'll have you guys know that now my Google search history does have chlamydia treatments in it, just for that joke.
When your wife starts asking you questions.
So you got something to tell me? You got something to tell me? No, what do you mean?
I got it from a toilet seat.
I mean, I guess we could do Johnny Drip for it. Maybe they team up.
I feel like Smarks enjoyed that more than he does the music.
I did enjoy that more than music.
I think he did that.
That was a fun one. Okay. So do we have a new game? Are we going to do the game?
We're not going to do a new game today. Next week, it's going to be a smaller variation of the pick or pass. I might just for fun have it be pick pass. Because
I gotta have a doobie for that one.
Exactly.
Justin, what are you smoking? Nothing.
pick pass. So it would be 3 people. You pick 2, you pass on 1. But for this week, because we're a day late, and most of us have to work in the morning.
I get to take care of a sick kid.
Yeah, you get to take care of a sick kid. I get to work in the morning, while also coming down with my own sinus infection. I can't blame D.A. Fable for this one because he is 200 miles away, and
it's a computer virus.
Yeah, it came through the screen. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up for the Fantasy Booking Institute. Thank y'all for joining us. If you joined us on the live stream.
Oh my gosh, your Nebraska just came out.
Here's the fun thing. I didn't say y'all until I lived down in New Orleans. I lived down in New Orleans for a year, and I worked as a bellman for a hotel, and I found out my tips were better when I said y'all. Because no one wants to be checked into a hotel in New Orleans by a kid from Nebraska, right? Yeah, they want to feel like they're getting the southern.
Here's your bags.
I mean, I feel like no one wants to be checked from a kid from Nebraska anywhere, but I mean, in New Orleans too.
In New Orleans, especially, they want to feel like they're being checked in by a local, right? Sure. So I found out that if I put on a little bit of a southern drawl, and I said, "Welcome y'all to the Hotel Montleone. Can I take your bags up to your?" Awesome. Tell you what you want to do. You want to go down to Bourbon Street. You want to check out all that stuff down there, and then y'all come back here. I'll help you out later.
Oh my God, I would hate
money. Tips were better. And when you're getting paid $3 an hour, tips are everything.
Yeah, it's valid.
Anyways, but if you came to join us on the live stream, thank you all for joining us. If you are watching us later on one of the replays or listening to the podcast uploaded through our podcast host, which we always do. Anchor.fm. You can find it pretty much anywhere you listen to find podcasts, or even anywhere you listen to not find podcasts. Wherever you go, We are there.
Less than fine podcast.
Yes. We're even not fine. I mean, even if you listen to the shitty podcast, we're probably on that thing too. But we appreciate you. Shitty podcast. Shitty podcast.
Checking if that's a website.
We're gonna have to register that with scanmyboob.com. Have them all reroute to our shitty.
It's a website.
Oh, it is. Damn.
Is there anything, or is it just a parked website?
Well, it's realsense.tv who decided to relink it to their website, which is weird.
Interesting. But so I won't get to do that, so I'm not going to make a t-shirt for shittypodcast.com. Anyways, speaking of t-shirts, link is in the doobly-doo down below for our merch store, where you can get Pissant Podcast hats or shirts, or the Police Academy shirt, or the lovely autograph shirt back there.
Yeah.
Or I mean, pretty much. I mean, there's all sorts of shit there. Go to the thing, look at them there. All sorts of fun stuff there. So. You can also support us on Patreon, patreon.com/RawAndOrderWBU. It is also in the doobly-doos, as well as all of our social medias, right? So you can join us on social media. You can follow me pretty much anywhere on social media at RawAndOrderWBU, except on Facebook, where we're at Pissant Podcast. Just like it says right there, Pissant Podcast. So find us all of those places. You can follow DA Fabe at
DA Vincent K. Fabe right there on Twitter. Right now, if I promise to respond to any tweet that challenges me to make a product, to set a wrestler for a product for the next 24 hours, I will do that.
You heard it here first, folks.
We should definitely do the one for Adam Cole, though. That, like, perfect.
Adam Colgate, baby.
And you can follow JLB at
JLB420. Real Talk Radio, though, is the brand at Real Talk Radio 8, anchor.fm/RTR. And then I think it's literally RTR for everything else. And yeah, Tiger King 2 is going to be coming November 17th. We did a review for the first season. Hopefully I get joined by my fellow compadre over there to do the second season, because that should be some fun times. And all of the Dark Side reviews are up, with us really hating on the last one because it was garbage. But that's it. That's your boy JLB, and I'm out. Back to you, Smarks.
Okay. Again, all the links are in the doobly-doos for all of that stuff. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the thumbs up, click that subscribe button and the bell if you're watching us on YouTube, so you get notified when we go live. We try to go live every Sunday night and Tuesday night at 10:30 this week.
Sometimes
just
it's Monday and Wednesday.
Really shitty. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not going to be Wednesday after November 15th. Well, for me at least, because I'm going to be karaokeing my little heart out.
Yeah. I see where your priorities are, whore.
Oh, for sure. Karaoke all day.
Worry out to karaoke. Give us a song.
Yeah.
Sing.
You want to hear me sing? You're going to have to come down to McLean's every Wednesday night. Guys, I'll be wearing the shirt.
Hashtag still not sponsored.
You need to dedicate a song to us and sing it and have someone record it, and we'll put it on the podcast.
Will do.
That's your challenge.
You guys should give me a song. No, I think about it.
I could totally throw out some songs for you, but you're not going to want any of them.
I mean, I have to kind of somewhat know them. It can't be like any BTS bullshit.
Holy crap. We just got a sponsorship notification.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Today's video for JLB was brought to you by Dial-Up.
Why is my thing really wrong? Is my thing messing
The whole show.
Oh, my bad.
Anyways, but if once you get done liking and sharing and subscribing to us and sharing it with your friends, join us here next time. But we were going to go ahead and close the book on the Fantasy Booking Institute. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you soon.